Yo, welcome to the stream. Voice coming at you once again with a brand new live stream. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. And also guys, don't forget, I've got a brand new parody dub. The link is in the description of this live stream, so definitely be able to check that out if you haven't. And it's based on Resident Evil 2. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that out. The link is in the description. Please be sure to like and comment on that video if you can. It needs all the help it can get. And yeah, let's get this party started, shall we? What's up, Frederick? Welcome to the stream, man. Alright, I am also unmuted on this.
Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? Welcome to his stream. My name is Sandra Ducks, and welcome to be here.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna play, so it's probably gonna be some random shit. That's all I gotta say. Including my arch nemesis, Trilotrash. We're gonna definitely be playing a whole bunch of games tonight. I think it's really necessary to do, as we haven't done a lot of gaming in a long time. Oh, Scott Kidd, great seeing you, man. Welcome to the stream. We've also got a brand new parody dub here for those who haven't seen it. I would highly recommend you to check it out. Here it is. The link is in the description and it's also in the chat. So yeah, you can go to that link and check it out. Based on Resident Evil 2, worked really hard on it for you guys since it won the poll. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that out. I would highly appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna do some gaming today as well. So yeah, it's about to be a fun night for everybody. Let me bring the chat open. You're here in spirit because you're driving. Well, I'm glad to see you here, Khalil. And yeah, we're definitely gonna do some gaming out the ass. So yeah, let's get to it. I think we're gonna start off with maybe Pinball or Trilotrash. What do you think, Sandra?
Whatever you decide is
that
something
doesn't help
fun.
me. That isn't gonna help me. I'm back to
Oh,
the wall.
Trilotrash.
Okay, Trilotrash. All right, let's do Trilotrash. It's Trilotrash time. My old nemesis, we are back. All right, Red Shark. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Hey, check out the new parody dub, man. The link is in the description of the live stream. Please be sure to like and comment on it, man, because I really worked on it hard for you guys and it won the poll. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that out. Links in the description. Based on Resident Evil 2. Yeah, let's get this to 1K, guys. We can do this. Let's also play Sonic Spinball. You know, that actually is not a bad idea, Khalil. That's not a bad idea either, because I plan to do this pinball game that I just got as well. And once we manage to stream that, maybe following it up with some Sonic Spinball would actually make it funnier. So yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Firing up Trilotrash. Unfortunately. Yeah, let's unfortunately play this game.
Hey,
Yo,
Yash,
welcome to the stream.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy.
Yeah, it's your boy Yash.
It's Yashi.
Yeah, Yash, we're gonna play some Trilotrash, and then after that we're gonna get into some other stuff. So let me go ahead and fix the volume on this shit. Okay, there we go. We're good.
Oh my god, Trilla garbage.
Yep, Trilla garbage ass shitty trash, man. By Crap Division. By the way, did anyone hear yeah, Crap Division. Did anyone hear about the current shit that's been going on with Activision, by the way? Also, why is the loading time taking 50 years?
Only Activision Blizzard really know about their shit. But it's not recent. It's been going on for like months now. Right?
Yeah, it's been going on for quite a bit. That's the thing. But like, there's something else that just recently happened, and I saw it all over Twitter. People were pissed off, dude. Even Abdul, who once stood up for them, was like, hell nah. You guys just need to fucking stand up to the plate and just stop it with your BS.
But what did they do?
Quiet time.
They're trying to cover for what they basically did, and the stock is crashing because they delayed too heavily
I'm trying to figure
anticipated
out
games.
Kaya here to
Like, you don't do that,
how
man.
to move around the stuff
It's
around.
terrible.
I'm in the middle of the live stream, folks.
I see.
Yeah.
Wait, I just noticed when this dude is going
Well,
down in some areas, he's like not running down. His back was like faced in the other direction.
Are you going to the first level? Because you could
Yeah,
have just
I'm going
taken the
all
portal.
the way to the start. Yeah, I
could've
could have
taken
took
the
the thing
portal.
down, but it's a little too late for that. My mind, it didn't register in my mind at first. Yeah, you could take this to shortcut, but my brain wasn't
just-
thinking.
The water in this minimap reminds me of the water in Revelations 1. Not gonna lie.
It kind of does, to be honest.
Also,
By the way, how was the party?
I'll tell you more about that in a bit. But in
Okay.
short, it was fine.
Yeah, I just wanted a "it's fine" or "it was bad." I'll explain later, sort of answer.
It was alright with some weird thing that happened, but I'll talk about it. Later. Also,
Okay.
Kirill is here saying I'm waiting for
Activision is
Blizzard to get
trash.
sold
In
off.
other news, the sky is blue.
You know what else is blue? Crash's pants. Fuck you.
And the new controller actually feels great. I haven't really been able to play anything to test the analog stick. I mean, not analog stick, the D-pad. So it's good to be able to play something like this so I can test it.
So between Crash N.Sane Trilogy and Crash 4, which one do you prefer?
There we go.
To be honest with you, I have my gripes for both, so I don't really know. It's a difficult decision. I feel like they don't play horribly, but at the same time they're just what I didn't want back when I was a fan of it. So it's very difficult to say which one because I don't have a fan's perspective anymore. For what it's worth, they're both fun games to some extent, not to an extreme, but I could say they're good time wasters if you want something simple to play. I definitely have to turn down the FPS to prevent that shit from hiccuping because it just hiccuped twice. Besides, no one can even see the 60 FPS. So let me see if I can fix that.
I can! No, I'm just kidding, I cannot. Also, good evening everyone in the chat.
Oh no! I defaulted my graphics! Okay, wait. I want motion blur off. Turn that shit off.
Don't forget to watch Voice Parody's newest parody, Resident Evil 2's Martin Grama. Oh, I fucked up the last
Martin
name.
Branagh.
Martin Brenna's parody with Leon. Don't forget it.
It went to window. Why? Oh, no.
When
Somehow it ended up being windowed instead of window full screen, which is what I wanted.
when that video reaches 1,000 views,
This is not window
we
full
get
screen.
this. Get this. Victor will do a 24-hour live stream. No, not 24-hour, but like a 12-hour live stream
Wait,
playing the Crash games
what the
from
what?
1 to 2 to 3 to
Okay,
Wrath of
this shit is
Cortex to
confusing me.
Insanity.
Why isn't it allowing me to make a window
All
full
the way.
screen mode? Okay, there we go. But is it still in why is it still capped at 60? Give me a minute. I think I know what the issue is. I gotta go into my graphics card and enable the 75 hertz. That'll lock it at 30.
Also, Career
There's
says
active
motion blur has
sucks.
to be the worst effect you can put in any game, says Career.
I agree.
Or Khalil.
I mean, unless
Red-
it's for something blazingly fast on purpose, you know.
Red Shark Emoji also says, you know this game should have just been a one and done thing. but this is Activision, so they're probably gonna go milk this franchise dry.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
without a doubt.
I mean, for Crash fans, that's like their dream. It's been like what 8 years since a Crash game, since Mind Over Mutant or something. Again, I don't know.
They want it to be milked to oblivion. They love this franchise, and I can understand that. But what people don't understand is when things get milked, usually the passion goes out the window because there's not enough time for things to get developed. That's what they need to. That's what they need to understand. A passionless project is just something to make money over.
Also, as I was saying, once that Martin Brennan
Yeah.
get parody reaches 1,000 views, Victor will play all the Crash games in one live stream from 1 all the way to 4. So don't forget to smash that like button, share that video with everyone, with your friends, with your parents on Facebook, with that one forgotten idiot friend of yours on MySpace. Just share, rare.
And let it loose! Don't forget, he will play anything games, but we'll see something special today.
I'm gonna die.
You're gonna die!
He's also gonna create an OnlyFans soon enough. If you,
Don't believe any of this guy. I mean, at the least, I might play all 4 asses, but a fucking no. OnlyFans, hell no. No way in
if you,
hell.
Yeah.
I can imagine I can imagine the description for the OnlyFans being, if you like voice parodies and awesome gameplays, you will definitely love my hairy ass on my OnlyFans. Only by $3.99. Subscribe today to Voice Fans. Oh no, Voice and NSFW.
What, voice undressed or some shit?
Voice Voice Unleashed.
Voice and tits. I'm just kidding.
Red Shark emoji says Cash Bandicoot. Frederick says, let's make Vic play Crash Boom Bang. I agree.
Don't ever
Play
agree
Crash
with
Boom
that.
Bang. Crash Boom Bang.
That's a sin against humanity.
I know.
It's like that thing I just failed. Those 2 boxes, I hate it.
I know about that. But then, what was I gonna say? The thing is, do you have a Nintendo DS simulator?
Yeah, I do. Woo.
Yeah. Excellent. You're gonna play some Crash Bandicoot Boom Bang.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna play some Sonic Rush. That's great. Yeah, I agree.
I haven't heard that game in years.
I double dare you to play CTR Nitro Field. Look, man, it's not proper for you to ask me to commit suicide. That's wrong.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Suicide?
The game lagged and I fucking died because of it. You don't see it in the live stream.
He says spaghettistically. Oh, I did. I saw it.
Damn PC gaming.
Get a better processor, scrub.
It's not gonna matter, scrub. Every PC in existence has a hiccup when you live stream at some point.
It's actually kind of funny because I remember seeing like an i7 from the first generations of i7s at like €3 here on my country. I considered buying it, but the socket was a bit outdated, so I just said fuck it. Or lower the resolution to 720p. Yeah.
I should have done that.
Anyway.
Also, I'm gonna read the comments. Cario says, and Sonic Rush is like the best handheld Sonic game ever. That's including the Game Gear. I personally prefer the Sonic Advance games on the GBA, but that's just me.
I mean, I also prefer Sonic Rush. I'm gonna go along and agree with that. Sonic Rush is probably my favorite handheld Sonic ever made. That and Sonic Chaos. Sonic Chaos is a very special game to me because it was the first Sonic game I've ever owned. It wasn't the first I ever played, but it's the first I ever like owned, either classic ones.
Let's see. Frederick says, also, I don't know what the other guy you're speaking with, but his mic is a bit too loud in the stream. Oh yeah.
Who's?
My
He
microphone.
must be talking about you.
I'm gonna lower my microphone. Give me a second.
Alright.
Sorry about that, Frederick. By the way, voice,
Sorry, he kinda has to whisper. Huh?
You might want to raise my volume a bit on Discord on your end.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, how about now? Is it better, Frederick?
It's already raised to maximum. It doesn't matter, I'll be able to hear you anyways.
Alright.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
I hear you just fine. Like my earphones are set to maximum so I can't miss or you know.
Same here. I'm a little too loud, just ask me, okay?
Put it in the neighborhood. I still don't understand why the PC version is like better than the fucking console version. There's like less glitches on this one. I kind of like that, even though there's still weird elevator glitches. A lot of the glitches that played the console version are gone in this one. Must have been Iron Galaxy's doing.
Even though crashes stores coming coloring time. Orange dog.
Oh yeah, the orange doggy. Trilotrash has returned to the channel in order to increase my suffering for your pleasure. It's gaming masochism at its worst.
It's actually shameful how bad Blaze got screwed afterwards. I'm not biased, I swear, says Cario. Also, Frederick says the PC ports of games usually tend to be better. That is true.
Yeah, that is true. It's just I didn't really feel that it would happen with that though. By the way, Orange Knight and everyone else who ended up joining the live stream, please be sure to bust open another tab on your computers if you're on your computers or whatever, and check out my brand new parody dub of Resident Evil 2. The link is in the description of this live stream, so you definitely want to check that out. Worked really hard on it, and let me know what you guys think. Yeah. Going on to Boulders now. This level is 2021 in a nutshell. Boaters, boners, boaters, boners, boaters.
Yeah. Boners. I prefer that name. Boners.
Someone should just edit the text on the screen to be boners.
Bonerland.
And then the level will feel like a huge dick just trying to squash you while you run away from it.
That facial expression that he makes.
I just realized something. Do you want to try out me playing Revelations?
Yeah, the plan that I had before is what I wanted to do today. Like I play a game, you play a game, like that pretty much. Like I'm gonna get my 2 games out of the way, which is gonna be Trilotrash and the pinball game. Then after I get those out of the way, then you play yours. Ah! I died.
What was that?
I died.
That was like a dying animal. Holy crap!
I thought you were doing the Jill scream. The Jill scream when she
When she's like, ah! No, I wasn't doing that. I'm sorry, like when I'm playing games, I make weird sounds. Stan can explain the whole story to you.
Also, Geeky's here saying, legend, legend, legend.
Yo,
Parent.
Geek, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream.
Green.
You know, I would welcome him up in here, but I think he never joined this server. If you, can I link my own server to the chat?
Hang on, I got this.
Okay, thank you.
I'll do it, and then I'll... Hang on, invite people. To this one that we read.
Yeah, to this one.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Right, I posted... Guys, I posted on the chat. That's the Discord. Make sure to join.
This is the most boring live stream in life, man. Could have made it more entertaining? This shit is ass. Look at this. Just like, you can just put some text over it. It would still be boring. Yo, what's up, Brad? Welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? Yeah, dudes, don't forget. New parody dub in the description. Resident Evil 2 Remake. You voted and you guys got it. Please be sure to like and comment on it if you can. We doing some orange dog just for you. I'm glad you can make it, man. If there's one person I know I can truly rely on showing up, it's Brad. I will see Brad all the time. I know that Redbird is probably the second one, but there's times where he can't make it because I'm terrible. It's all my fault. I don't know when to decide what time it's good to live stream. Also, how you doing, Dry Bowser?
Do the loading screen.
Sniff, sniff. I try. Nah, man. You don't get no passes from me. I'm just kidding. I know you try, man, and I appreciate it. But you're a YouTuber too, man. You got to do your own thing sometimes, so you can't make it all the time. And I get it. It's good. I try to make it of yours as much as I can too.
He's lying. He hates it right now.
Bullshit. You know I watch his live streams. You're hurting my feelings and making me feel pathetic and making me feel bad. Wait, what?
You're making me feel bad, Dad.
Making me feel bad. Making me feel terrible. Makes me feel shitty.
You know who else makes me feel bad? My bad.
Biggest thank you on your kind words. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, everybody. Gary Bowser has been locked up in prison for what? For Pratt? Is that... did I say it right? And who's Gary Bowser? I don't know who that is.
Who?
No, Gaming Night said Gary Bowser's been locked up in prison. Don't know who that is, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what I was asking. I'm listening to that damn thing for 15 minutes straight the other day. The Duke's Nintendo went after Gaming Night. Oh, the dude Nintendo went after. Oh, okay.
That's strange.
Oh, The hacker, right?
Yeah, the hacker dude.
Yeah, I saw
Yo,
that- I
Cool
saw that
Pro.
yesterday or
Welcome to
something.
the stream, man. How's it going? Say Cool Pro. If you want to join the commentary, you can. Did you send a
post the
yeah? Post a link in the chat so he can join this server, and we can do some commentary if he wants.
Commentary.
Commentary.
Cup of titty. I'm just kidding.
Here you go, Cool Bro. I posted it in the chat.
What the fuck was that?
I
Hope you can copy paste the link and join our server. Also, hi Pedro. How you doing, man? It's been a minute. Hope you're alright.
commentary. Yo, CMS Unite, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, we're on that ass mandicoot. We on that orange dog. You get what I'm saying? That Trilotrash.
Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my mess.
Oh shit.
Cool
Sorry,
Bro,
it's been a while.
Trilotrash. Fucking Trilotrash, says Pedro.
Yeah, it's fucking Trilotrash, man. It's that Trilotrash. It's that Trilla shit. You know what I'm saying?
The Trilla garbage.
It's that Unity engine looking ass game.
Yeah, dog.
Oh my god.
Look, we all know they crashed me on that the hardcore cocaine. Look, he can't even stand still. He's like so hyper. When he looks left and right, he's like bouncing up and down while he's standing still.
Dog.
This character is on a crack rush, man.
Nigel has Tourette syndrome or some shit.
Or when the only thing he could just say is "whoa," I guess.
Yeah.
Or his dog.
Every other word is just mumbled up, weird gibberish.
Nah, that thing he had like a stroke and it fucked up his brain cells. He can't move again.
The way he talks, like
I posted Discord link, but it doesn't read itself as a.
Oh wait a minute! I think I know why. Give me a Mobius minute. Oh wait, fuck! I didn't. Okay, never mind. I think I know what to do. Yash, type anything random and I'll make you a mod.
There you go.
Alright, let me go ahead and do the do. Add the moderator. Okay, it's finished. You can be add too. Okay, try it.
There we go. Now we have a link. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a link.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
in that mod squad. We in that
Don't
mod
forget-
squad.
Cool Pro 195. If you're there, I'm making a call out. A Portuguese brother to another. Get your bacalhau ass get in this goddamn call.
Yeah, get over here!
Everyone in the chat who wants to be part of the server, make sure to join that zone.
Join the server so you can get updates on the good shit.
yeah, that's how you get. That's how you get. Ah! I know I'm not talking much because I was drawing, that's why. So I'm talking
It's
getting
all
involved.
good, It's all good, Sandra. It's all good.
Live in the sound. No. Sorry.
I don't think so. If I could,
I'd rather be playing Resident Evil.
Oh, the
with the
team.
nude mobs.
But instead I'm playing Orange Dog. I just want to play with my nude mods.
You'd be happy to know
I
Vic
want to
crashed.
see Jill's behind.
You'd be happy to know
When I
Vic
go
crashed
nasty on
his
her.
Switch.
I'm just kidding.
It's
Crash,
hard
crash.
to play with one hand.
Oh my god.
Best thing to happen to this series if it gets bought by Sony. What the fuck?
See,
I remember
we
when-
have a true confession to make here. You see, Crash is the true video game whore. he's
Yeah.
a worse video game whore than Sonic the Hedgehog. This was the one guy who said, "I'm gonna strike an exclusivity deal," and then went back to suck the dick of Nintendo, Xbox, and PC.
It's not by his choice. It's Activision.
Yeah, it's not by his choice. It's Activision, his pimp. I mean, his parent owner.
To be fair, it's good that it's available in all consoles.
No, it's just a joke. It's a good thing. I'm just making a joke.
I mean, God of War is it stopped being Sony's best-selling game on the PS4. Well, not best-selling, but the most accolade one, because now it's not going to be on PC, and it's gonna run like crap.
I don't know. I
Most
think
like-
it's Sonic and growing.
It's growing. It's growing!
I don't know, man. I mean, the Sega Phoenix. Wait, what?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. We don't talk about that in here. Nobody heard that.
Right.
Bobby K needs some money.
Yeah, good old Bobby. Oh, Miss Sandra's on one today, says Geek.
What? This is.
Hurry up and load my goddamn level, you trash!
Oh, it takes his beautiful time.
I'll be right back. A second.
Alright.
No, don't go back. I'm just kidding.
See, this is what you call Trilla agility.
It looks like a Phoenix crash piece of poo-poo of dog shit. I hate this level. I never passed it.
This one?
No, I never passed it still.
Oh, this game is... I'm not gonna call it easy, but it's no ass 4. You know, this game is easier than ass. Ugh.
Gotta spank in the booty.
The game freaking like lagged for a second, and then I got pushed back.
Hey,
So weird.
Oh yeah, I saw it right now.
That too, clearly. The Crash 4's level designing is shit. I think I speak for everyone when I say that.
Yep,
You're shit.
it
You're
is-
shit.
I am. Hold on. Give me a second.
the meantime, everybody, do not forget to check out Victor's latest parody on Resident Evil 2. It's here.
Check it out. Don't miss it.
Don't.
I'll post the
Uh-oh.
Discord link.
I did before.
You want me to do it for you?
No, I did it.
Okay. Alright.
There we go, Pedro. You can join the chat now.
He's in. Hey, Picarita.
Yo,
Hello, everyone. Cool problem. If I have up in the building, motherfuckers.
Whoa.
And yeah, I just jumped into kick
Whoa.
you, but kill out.
holy shit, Pedro! You jump in with the voice all bugged and robotic.
A bug out.
With other boy.
Yeah, you're a bit like.
I think that's just a thing, but I don't know. Actually, nah, Discord's just retarded. Even I fixed that.
It's just a
You
bit.
can't
it's a
even
bit-
fix it right? Man.
It's alright. Don't
I'm
worry
back.
about it.
Yeah. Discord don't work
Just
again.
continue talking.
How you been, Pedro? It's been a while. How you been, my man?
Yeah, not too bad. Just focusing on uni work nowadays.
Hey, man, you just gotta make a living. That's the way it is.
Yep.
So I've got to be, have your priorities straight.
Yeah. Wait, what? Sorry, your microphone cut you off for a bit.
I don't know how it's having that shit problem, but yeah, I'll see.
You can check on the live stream. Like your voice is very robotic.
Yeah.
No, I can hear it on the live stream.
It's not robotic. It's doing the crackling thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
crackling
it's not
thing.
robot. It's the crack. An effect.
Could it be that it's your
I think
microphone cable?
Again, though.
Yeah, you might want to sort it out.
Yeah, you gotta fix that problem.
I've just said a
doesn't
fix. Time and time again, Discord is just retarded.
Maybe it's your cable, your microphone cable or something in your head.
It's not even my cable.
He says
Like-
it's not even his cable because he tested in Audacity, I think, last time, and it wasn't doing it.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It's a Discord problem. But I keep telling people like the same thing, and yet they don't listen. They keep saying, "Oh, maybe it's a technical issue on your end. Maybe it's a hardware issue." No, I told you a million times. If it's something to do with the program, how the fuck has it got anything to do with hardware? Like,
Yeah.
in what universe would it have anything to do with hardware if it's just to do with that program specifically?
Yeah, it is Vector server.
In every single program.
It's a weird thing.
What sense does that make? 0% sense whatsoever.
Maybe
Well,
something-
I still like try to sort that out because it's possibly something in Discord settings interfering with the reception of it or something. You
Oh,
fixed
something
it last
is-
time.
Also, Frederick, the server.
Yeah, it's
is
funny
not
because it's something you can do in.
You can join whenever.
You know, it's funny you can actually do something in Task Manager
Yeah.
in order to fix that as well. That's what I did last time and it fixed it. Then it has a habit of going backwards and forwards.
Alright, that's no problem. We'll just ignore that. So, let's pay attention to the audience and the crash
Ass.
crap.
But apart from that, yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, we're all good.
Just watching Victor play some Trilotrash and forcing him into playing the other games.
Damn it.
Also, everyone, do not forget to
Oh,
check
no!
out his Resident Evil 2 parody.
I fell down the whole thing. Please don't flip
Alright.
over.
Frederick
that
has
was
also joined the server.
Go ahead and join the server.
You can join the call, right, if you want.
There's a 5-person limit, I think.
Another person got in. I think it's
There's
night.
six. There's six.
Oh, there's
Gaming
a
night.
six-person limit then.
If they want, they can join.
Yeah, they can join.
The bigger the party, the better the fun.
Natsume, serious fun. Wait, what?
Well, seriously funny.
Oh, he is in here. I didn't saw that. I better notice that.
Don't forget to subscribe to Victor's OnlyFans, only by $5.99. If you like watching gaming parodies, you'll definitely love his milk dud hairy ass on your feed, only by $5.99.
What?
Be sure to pledge now.
$5.99.
What is it, 69? I'm just kidding.
Yes, $6.99.
Wait, I was about to say, like, who do I look like? That fucking fat fuck that eats all that food? I forget his name already.
Yeah, Nikocado Avocado.
It's
Like,
like
cries like a baby, or
Nick
it's like
Avocados or whatever the fuck is
yeah, he keeps changing his name. He's like, "Eee."
Yo,
That's it.
Icy, welcome to the stream, man. Be sure to check out the new parody dub if you haven't of Resident Evil 2 Remake, Marvin Branagh. Yeah, the link is in the
Yeah,
description.
pick the new parody dub.
Yep, new parody
I'll
dub
find
for you guys.
Your voice is fixed.
Okay,
Your voice
that
is-
sounds
Your voice
better
is
now.
better now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's better
I
now.
fucking knew that would fix it. Yeah, I had to go in Audacity. That's so like basically what I had to do is I had to go in not in Audacity. Basically what I had to do is I had to go into Task Manager, run that as administrator,
Yeah.
and then go into details, and then like when pretty much in order to make it easier, you just click on name to then navigate faster to where you want to go. So like you want to go to this program called audio.dg.exe, which is a process that's running. It's like a local service that's running on the system. You right click that. First you set a priority to high, and then you set the affinity to like one of the cores. So like on the very top of the checklist, you want to uncheck all processes and just set it to one core. So then like I set it to the CPU too, for example, and that fixed it.
Okay, well, it's a good thing you got it fixed.
Sometimes I feel like I need to do that.
You fixed it before.
Next time. Actually, I feel like I need to do that every time though. It's weird.
Well, whatever the case, we can now hear your sexy.
Yeah, I think like that's the best course of
Sexy
action. Like,
voice.
before I even put in a fucking call.
Ow.
Yeah, kick ass
Thanks,
motherfucking
man. I
voice.
appreciate it. Oh!
Whoa!
I just
But
got
yeah,
bitten. I think I'm gonna turn into Plant Man. Okay,
it's
that was
funny
bad.
because I didn't have to do that every
It's a bad
single time
joke.
I joined
I'm
the.
sorry.
It's
Like,
funny
you know,
because I didn't have to do that
Spider-Man
every time I
bit by
joined a
Spider-Man.
call. I only did that like every time. It only happened like on occasion because like it was working for a while, and then now all of a sudden I'm back again. I think it just happens occasionally.
Could it be that you might have something there on your PC that's like messing up with the audio? Maybe like an extra program that you might have there that might be mixing
I'm not sure
up.
if it's anything to do with any installed plugins or anything. I mean, I've even done like multiple clean sweeps on the computer itself.
I don't know, man. Have you tried like
Windows 10
Discord
is
again?
questionable as well.
Have you tried unplugging it and then plugging it back in?
But have you tried like
Yeah, you
uninstalling
could act
Discord
like
and
that.
installing it again? Maybe. Not sure if that would help much, but
Have you
Just
tried plugging
pitching.
it in and out of the wall?
I think I've tried it once, but I don't remember.
it's a sign that we must
It's
all
just a
revert
joke.
back to Skype.
It's
Yeah,
basic,
Sky-
yeah,
the
man.
Skype's
Go back to
true
fucking
calling is
caveman
here.
days of Skype. Skype is like top tier
Yeah,
quality.
beat that stick and stone.
It's legit
against
like the
wall.
fucking CRTs. It's like the CRTs of communication right now.
I don't know.
It's like the
I thought that was AOL.
AOL.
Yeah, the fucking AOL.
Nah,
talk.
AOL's like
Dora,
fucking.
I know.
Nah, AOL's like them fucking projectors or some shit.
Also, it's kind of weird with Microsoft. too.
CRT, man.
I'll be right back,
Because-
guys,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
because Skype is still active, but Microsoft's promoting their other
Yeah, it's still
it's called
active.
Microsoft.
So, is
Microsoft.
anyone else playing Metroid Dread? I think it's an
Yeah,
amazing
they got
game.
Microsoft Teams.
No, I don't have a Nintendo Switch, and I don't support Nintendo. But I do know that Metroid Dread is a good game. I haven't played it. My friend Khalil has been playing it.
I don't like Metroid. I played the Wii games. They're not bad.
Metroid's
but my,
pretty dope.
Yeah.
they're not really my thing. To me.
Not gonna lie, I haven't played Metroid much. It's pretty dope though.
I mean, I played the Super Nintendo Metroid and the NES one, but that's really it.
I'm not a big fan of Nintendo games, not because of Nintendo themselves, just their games are not really my thing. The only games I've enjoyed from them has been Breath of the Wild. So far.
Oh, Breath of the Wild is sick. Breath of
I
the
have a
Wild
few
2 is
Nintendo
pumped for
games
that.
I like, but it's not enough to make me get the system.
I also like
Nintendo is great. It's just their approach on stuff.
It's
Like
the
not just
business stuff
with
that
games,
bugs
but of
me.
everything else. Like the
The games
business
are fun.
approaches that they take,
Yeah.
the practices are just completely fucked up. Especially when it comes to emulation, because like, as some of you may have clocked, especially with games like The Legend of Zelda, that you see that the examples show how pretty much quality is degraded, especially with the types of emulation that they used. I've seen like one comparison recently, and the emulators that they use, the quality just gets gradually worse and worse by the system. And like
Yeah,
they're
like the
emulating
Nintendo
exact
Switch
same game
version
on
for
the Nintendo
N64 is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and on top of that, you know, it's even more fucked up. The fact that they expect you to continue to pay for the exact same game on the next system, even though they gradually get worse and worse over time by the fucking generation. Are you taking the piss? Like, your best bet is to play it on the original fucking cartridge on the original Nintendo 64.
Or an emulator.
Either like with an S-video,
Which they don't
either,
like,
with an
so...
S-video cable, or an RGB modded Nintendo 64.
I reckon.
I mean, I'm talking about the authentic experience here,
Yeah.
but yeah, in other cause of action, use an emulator. Project 64 is your best bet for emulation.
The thing is, Pedro, is that, well, in some regard, emulations can be considered piracy. It's a good thing for game preservation, don't get me wrong, but it's also considered piracy.
Yeah,
You know, in the eyes of corporate.
It is. In
business.
the eyes of yeah, in the
But
eyes
it's
of
not the
business,
emulator
it's
itself
privacy.
that's piracy. The thing that's
But
piracy is
the
the game.
emulators.
Yeah, the emulators themselves don't count as piracy. It's
the ROM.
Yeah,
it's
of course
the
they don't,
ROM.
because it's just
Yeah.
emulating the system. Like the ROMs themselves, like they're pretty much like, you know, digitally
Yeah.
fabricated materials of physical products. But they weren't made with piracy in mind though. The whole point of like making digital copies of these games was for preservation. That's the whole point of emulation, not for piracy. Oh, it's not like people are also making money out of these games as well. Because like, you can't sell a game on. I mean, like you can't sell ROMs because obviously that shit's open source.
Yeah.
Anyone can access that shit for free.
The thing with emulations is for me that I created this kind of moral compass to it. I only emulate games that I own or that are abandonware and have no
Yeah, that's a
other-
good approach.
That's how I approach
So many obscure games have become abandonware for that matter. It's funny
Yeah,
because
I
like
only
a lot of
emulate
these
games
that
that
are
you
actually
can't really get your damn hands on anymore.
The Silent Hill games
Yeah,
have
pretty
been like
much.
a recent example of it. Like the games are no longer retailed or
Like
sold.
arcades.
Yeah,
stuff.
like, that's what I was about to build on that. Like they're no longer actually selling the games like in stores or anything. Then the original physical copies themselves, they're not selling anymore. They're not making any money off of them. I mean, yeah, there are still those ports on the PlayStation Store, but even then, like even these days, not a lot of people are actually buying games from the official PlayStation Store, especially with those people who already have like a backlog of the original discs that they can just play on their system. Like if they still have their PlayStation 3 at the very least, that's like the latest console that you can have to run PS1 discs.
Yeah, I heard about that. They have the software emulation built in, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like that's the official. That's actually the official emulator that they have built in to the system. I don't know whether it's to do with the emotion chip or not, but I know for a fact that the emotion chip on the 60GB models, like the 2007 release of the 60GB models anyway, contains like the software-based PS2 emulation. But as for PS1 emulation, like that's actually separate from that, because on the models that were, at least from the 40GB model onwards, they've scrapped PS2 backwards compatibility altogether, hence the removal of the emotion chip. But PS1 games were still backwards compatible because of the built-in emulator, the emulation software that's like still part of the core, so they managed to separate the two emulators.
I also heard another thing about that you're talking about. I heard that the PS2 backwards compatibility.
Didn't you crack Crash? But didn't you crack Crash 4? Crash 4 is not emulation. We're talking about emulation.
Like the
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, emulation is different. Also, I will emulate anything Nintendo because I'm not buying a Nintendo system. I'm just laying
lot of
it
Nintendo shit is abandoned
out on the
anyway.
table. I am not giving Nintendo my money, man.
I'm going to explain everything simple
it's
for
fine.
people in chat. Victor's a
It's pointless retelling these emulated ports anyway. It's practically abandonware that they're trying to pass off as a legit product.
It kind of is, to be honest with you. There's a lot of stuff that you can't even play anymore. Like, if you want to play the arcade perfect versions of Mario Brothers or Donkey Kong, too bad they never released those versions. They keep releasing the shitty inferior NES port. Go ahead, play that instead. You see Nintendo
Yeah, otherwise, just
manufacturing
your
those
fucking name.
machines? Nope. Oops.
To be somewhat fair to Nintendo, they can't get all their old games backwards compatible. It has to do with the license and stuff that they did back then that are
No,
not
I'm
going.
talking about the stuff they specifically own, like Mario Brothers. They can make a port of their arcade original. They just never do that shit. They feel like their
They don't even
NES
bother.
version is good enough, and no, it isn't. It's not the authentic arcade experience. Arcade
Maybe they
gamers
were-
want to play
Yeah.
the original, not the fucking port.
Yeah, it just goes back to my original point, you know, you're best off playing it on the original system, instead of these crappy ass emulators that they implement that get gradually worse and worse, generation after generation.
I mean, that is true, but hey, Nintendo has their weird business practices.
It is what it is.
Those business practices are out of this fucking planet.
Can I emulate Super Mario Odyssey? Sure, if I can get the emulator working right. The last time I tried to emulate the Nintendo Switch, it was acting kind of funky.
I'm not gonna lie, Nintendo Switch emulators are pretty demanding, bro. Although,
Yeah, it
at the
is.
very least, all you need is the maximum, no, not the maximum, but at least, I think the minimum type of GPU that you need would be like a GTX 1060 of some sort.
I have a 1050
Or at least within like the
so-
1060, or at least within like the 1060 bracket per se. I have a 1080. I had my 1080 since 2016. Still running like a powerhouse to this day, bro.
I mean, that's good.
1080 fucking kicks ass, especially in 2021. Even though I know that, man, it doesn't compare to the 30 series. It's so fucking sick. Yeah, it's so hard to get your hands on, so expensive.
The beauty
For
of
obvious reasons.
The beauty of
Fucking
PC gaming
scalpers.
is that you can create your PC of your dreams for low prices. You can craft your own machine to play the games that you want. You don't need to
Yeah, that's the prestigious action of PC gaming.
Well, while we're on the topic of PC gaming, I always found it kinda stupid that the PC gaming elitists just feel very proud when their like 2000 gaming PC outperforms a $500 gaming console. Like, where's the logic in that? I've always found that to be very,
Their
very
PC
stupid.
costs more than the console itself.
Exactly. Like, what?
Yeah, very much.
It's not like you paid less. Oh, I died.
To me, I always found the type of elitism, funny in a mocking sense of way. I can understand why people prefer consoles. They just want a simple machine that just plays the games with no ifs and buts. So, I can understand why people prefer gaming consoles over PC.
It's one thing to actually, want a basic console, but like to go after specific specs, you're obviously not gonna sort after a console. You're not gonna hunt consoles down. You're legit just gonna build your own computer because like it's cheaper than buying a pre-built computer that has those specs anyway. So you're just shooting yourself in the foot like that.
I agree with that. I remember that building my PC was cheaper than getting a console. Granted, I already had
100%. That's why I built my PC.
Same. I already had the desktop and the processor and the RAM. I just wasted money on buying the graphics card and the extra storage because I used to have a 500 gigabyte thing, and then I bought a 2 terabyte.
If the GPU's OP, it's not a waste of money.
My GPU is the GPU is the processor, right? Or is that the CPU? Yeah, the CPU is the processor.
The CPU is the processor. The GPU is the graphics card.
Yeah, I already had an i5 from the first generation, so I just bought a Radeon RTX 550 with 4 gigabytes of VRAM, and the thing is fucking good. I like playing the games that I play because of it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, but if I was more educated on PC building, I probably would have just looked for an NVIDIA graphics card because I think they function better with the Intel processors, if I'm not mistaken.
They do.
Yeah, it does sort of depend though. They do, but it does sort of depend. I mean, sometimes when it comes to stock graphics cards, sometimes, from what I've heard, they don't perform as good as, the ones that come from official retailers. Not just from official retailers, but from other companies that actually, do their own brand. But it's still technically NVIDIA because GeForce was created by NVIDIA in the first place. For example, my graphics card is a Gigabyte brand. My GTX 1080 is a Gigabyte brand one. I have the one I currently have is the GTX 1080 Founders Edition from Gigabyte, and it still kicks ass to this day. And my motherboard is also a Gigabyte motherboard as well.
Also unrelated, wait, I'll comment on that on a bit, Pedro.
So from what I've heard, top 3 companies would be Gigabyte, Asus, or Asus, however you want to pronounce it, or EVGA. That's what I heard at the time, way back in 2016 when I was building my PC. Or when I was picking out parts at the time anyway.
To me, I just built my PC earlier this year when I first got my first job. That's when I got
cool.
Sure, sit on nothing.
Good. Also, Victor, Stretch Shark is saying, can you emulate Super Mario Odyssey?
I
said sure, sit on nothing.
I already answered that question.
Oh, sorry, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I was saying emulation's kind of rough with that. You need a strong PC.
Yeah, you would figure that you could, since the Switch.
I'm pretty sure you could probably do. You could probably do it. I never tried it for that, but I tried it for a different game, and the game that I tried to do it for ran like ass.
Actually, yeah, to what I remember, you did ask that question and you did answer it.
Mario Kart
On top
8
of that,
Deluxe ran like shit.
Yeah, on top of that, building on using PCs for emulators, effectively a gaming PC, even if it's fucking OP with the best graphics card possible, it could also be used as some sort of an emulation powerhouse per se. That's pretty much another way to get effective good use out of a PC and all.
I agree with that. Not to mention you can enhance. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. Enhance the experience on the emulator. You can beef up everything.
These
the
bridge
resolution.
levels suck in
It's really
Trilotrash. I
Exactly.
swear.
Exactly, play everything at fucking max settings. And I remember when I first built my PC, and like, even like before I even, picked out all the parts, when I was just planning everything, like, man, I was just so looking forward to it. I was so
Get your ass
hyped.
on that goddamn
I
road.
was like, man, I can't wait to play everything at max settings. And now I can. It's just fucking epic, It's fucking sick.
Yeah,
It's like, at my gaming PC, it's like one of the best things I've ever built in my entire life, bro.
To me, I recently found out that my PC is able to run PS3 games. I've been playing Silent Hill Downpour and The Last of Us on it. Well, The Last of Us has been like a more recent thing, but I've been playing those to try them out.
It's interesting how like 7th generation consoles, like, even though technically the Wii is, of course, as we know, a 7th generation console and is already possible to emulate games for it. But now that, pretty much, it's interesting now that the entire generation of 7th generation consoles, like, including the PS3 and Xbox 360, are now have pretty much more accessible and fully working emulators at this point in time.
That is true. I remember that back then the PS3 and Xbox 360 emulators were a bit rough around the edges. Now look at how far we come. I mean,
Yeah, the life cycle it's taken a leap, alright.
yeah, there's even a PS4 emulator already, but so far it only works on Linux because of its open source like structure or architecture. I remember that some ordinary gamers made a video on it.
Yeah, that pretty much goes back to what I was saying, like, emulation in general is, of course, every single emulator that's pretty much created by indie developers or some source, that's always an open source project, because like they make it accessible for everyone
Yeah.
for free.
That's the thing, the free nature of it. It's what, kind of makes companies scared of emulators. What they should do if they're so afraid of, putting their
Yeah, it's not like they make emulators of consoles that are of the latest consoles in the life cycle though. I mean, of course they gotta be smart about it. That's the whole point of emulation, is to preserve old games, not make companies lose money out on like the latest AAA titles possible. Like, that'll fuck over companies big time.
the way I would like
And
try
like,
to
publisher developers would be so fucking pissed off.
the way I would try to redo to fix that issue with emulators with companies is that they should make their own emulator but charge people money for it. That's the legal way of keeping game preservation. I'm not talking about having free shit or pirating games, but this is the thing they should do. Just create their own emulator, make the game work like that, have it like pay service, like Nintendo is doing,
Yeah.
but make it cheaper and actually
Fuck, it slipped.
work and actually function.
At least like make it affordable and make it so the company goes to not only like the people that have actually created the emulator, but for the developers of the game and the publishers of said games. It makes more sense that way to split it 3 or 4 ways.
Yeah, I guess.
Hell, like even like to the system, not just that, but also the system that they're made for as
I
well.
thought nobody heard
So
me.
it's like, okay, yeah, Lissandra's back up in the building. But anyways,
Hello.
back to what I was saying.
Go ahead.
But anyways, back to what I was saying. So pretty much, like if it was to be split 4 ways, say they're the pub, one end goes like the publishers get a cut,
Oh my god.
and
I
the
hate when that
developers
happens.
also get a cut, and then the system that the game was made for, that you paid for, like the company that made that system also gets a cut. Say it's like PlayStation, Sony will get a cut out. If it's Microsoft, I mean if it's Xbox, Microsoft will get a cut of that.
Yeah.
And then like obviously the final part of the cut will go to the person or the team that made the emulator. Like, if the emulator was an open source project and wasn't by, you know, the people that actually made, the same people that actually made
physics are
the
garbage.
console.
They're garbage.
That
I'm playing with
emulator
a
is
D-pad
based
and
on.
it still feels
It's
wonky.
Trilotrash.
Shit
it's
is trash.
Yeah, next level Trilotrash. Frederick's like, my PC is really bad power-wise.
Oh my
Well,
god,
what's your
stop
PSU?
flipping off the ledge of the damn platform.
Please
Are
emulate
we
Halo
seriously
1 as well.
having that issue right now?
Well, I hate them fucking pill-shaped hitboxes, man. Well, here's an interesting thing about
This
hitboxes that I've
level is
actually
not
learned.
fucking hard.
Chariot Man Gaming. Right?
Yeah, it's a
Live
fucking
stream.
pissed.
It's just been a while
Yeah,
you
it's not
played
a
it.
hard level whatsoever. Hey,
This
Chariot
is
Man Gaming,
trash.
welcome to
I'm
the
pretty
live
sure
stream.
if I was
Says,
playing the
what's up,
PS1
voice?
version, this wouldn't happen. But no, the character's garbage-ass pill-shaped collision keeps making me slip off the damn platform.
Yeah, what a turkey.
Fucking retarded. Anyways, yeah, speaking of hitboxes, here's something interesting that I've actually learned, especially during my uni course, throughout the course of time. So
Yeah.
basically, like, what they do with hitboxes is that it's actually common courtesy to make the hitbox of a character smaller, or at least like slightly smaller than the actual asset size itself. Therefore, like, it's more courteous towards the player. You're actually like making the game friendly for the player to actually, you know, be able to actually play through the level without feeling like they've been cheated death or some sort, or maybe like they had
It's
their
good
lives
to have
robbed off.
the collision be a square instead of a pill shape, so that the character
Yeah,
can
it's
stand
better
on
if
any
it's a
point
square.
relative to the position
Like-
of a
like-
ledge. However, this game
Yeah, of
said,
course.
let's do pills, which pills are usually used for games like first-person shooters, which makes more sense.
Yeah, because they want pills.
Also, one sec.
They
Also-
overdose on pills as well. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But yeah, I was pretty much speaking on like, yeah, it's good to have squares, but size-wise, it's also, it would make more sense to have the hitbox pretty much match the body of the character and not, like, you know, expand towards the edges. Because if it was to expand towards the edges, it
Yo,
wouldn't
Jared,
make
how's it
sense
going, man?
because the character would, because then the character would die by like, say like the character's arms reaches like a certain length, but the animation isn't always displaying that. Like, you're gonna die at really stupid places where like you didn't even fucking touch anything and the enemy was nowhere near you. So like, it would make sense to make the hitbox like match at least the body of the character. That's the best stipulation that you can ever make when it comes to implementing hitboxes.
God, this
And
guy's
keep them square
collision.
as well.
I'm sorry. This game is... I think I've had enough. Like, I hit the damn
He's
clock.
throwing in the towel.
I hit the time trial twice because of my hitbox. I didn't even touch it. Look at the live stream. I didn't even touch it.
That's what I'm
The
fucking telling you,
fucking
bro.
the hitbox keeps on hitting the damn time clock. And then I try to restart, and because it doesn't go down once, I leave the level by accident. Oh,
Oh, high pills, man.
I agree with-
They've overdosed on pills. Not only that, but they did a
Back in there.
fucking super cowboy job on N.Sane Trilogy.
I agree with what
Yeah, and
Frederick
Activision are
said.
partially
Same
to
here.
blame.
Frederick, I agree with him. Like, the hitboxes are not as
Yeah.
good. You can still
Yeah.
get used to them.
you
Yeah, I
can get used to
100%
them
agree with
without a
Frederick.
doubt, but they're wonky as fuck, man. Like, there's no reason why D-pad controls should feel as loose as an analog stick.
Listen, you
Yeah.
can get used to them, but of course there's a fine line to draw between them. As I mentioned
Yeah.
before, you gotta be courteous towards the player, otherwise you're just taking the piss.
And I'm gonna just say this
Including-
right now, that's a terrible place to put the time trial clock.
100%. I mean, for fuck's sake, it's right next to a fucking pillar. You could piss easily, like, take
You
the
can
clock
touch it
and
by
walk right into the
accident, just try
pillar.
to
It
walk
will
in
push you
there.
back. Exactly.
It's terrible design.
Not to mention
of
its
the-
hitbox is big as fuck.
Wait, what'd
It's
you say,
also
Yash?
terrible- It's a terrible design thing that they did, is that they added time trials to the first game.
Yeah, I
The first
don't
game
like
was
that
not
either.
made like
Yeah.
the first game
They're
was
not built
made
for
with
that.
same mind.
That applies to both the first and the second game. They were both not built for time trials, whereas Crash 3 was. Time trials, like, they just in
Crash 4
1
makes the
and 2
same
you have
mistake.
these
They put
stop
time
and
trials
wait
in that,
moments.
but the game isn't built around the concept of trying to beat it as quick as possible. I don't know why they
Which is
keep
fucked
making
up
that mistake.
because they easily could have. It's fucked up because Crash 3, like, obviously they executed that perfectly well. I say perfectly, but more so to a point where it would make sense because the time trial concept was new at the time. So therefore, Naughty Dog had like a better approach, but I don't know what sort of approach Toys for Bob were going for.
I disagree a bit with Crash 2 saying. The thing with Crash 2 and Crash 1 in the remake is that Crash 2 has Crash's 3 moveset, so it's a bit more fair.
Yeah.
In
Crash 2 has the
it's a
speed
more
shoes at
slow.
the
Yeah, it
very
does,
least.
and they give you the speed shoes when you beat the entire game.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
feels somewhat
Yeah,
more
when you
fair
beat
for
Crash
time
3.
trials, but there's still
Yeah, when
some
you beat the
areas
game
in
in
Crash
percent.
2 that feel real bad as a result. They feel like time marathons because the game's not built around beating the levels quickly. It wants you to slowly navigate through the death traps. Like, try any of the ice levels while trying to time trial it. It's really terrible.
Exactly, my original point. I mean,
Yeah.
even though the speed shoes do help a little bit, it doesn't take away the fact that those stop and wait points in the level still exist. You're still gonna have to deal with them whether you like it or not.
Also, side note, the level that they added to Warped was terrible. The original level
Future
that they
Tense.
added to it, what's it called again? A Future
Future
Tense
something.
or whatever? That shit is
I-
terrible because it
So,
breaks the
I mean-
flow of how Crash Warped is designed. That level is designed
I-
like a Crash 1 level.
It's kind of weird because
Pretty
to me,
much.
I look at the Future Tense
Yeah.
level, and I just think that's Crash 4's, what awaits in Crash 4. Because I look at Crash 4 and I see the same that,
Yeah.
and I see the same that that new map has going on, filled with stuff to keep you on your toes, filled with
It's interesting because like,
block
it's got,
placement.
yeah, and it's got perspective flips as well.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, that's
they were
true.
doing too much with the game's engine. Something that the game engine could not do. This one from N.Sane Trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Whereas
they
with-
ditched this engine.
It's kind of weird that you say that, but they still pooped out the CTR.
Yeah, and it still fucking shouts. It pooped out CTR and F.
That's not to say. Again, I can't really comment on it. See if it's bad or not because I never played it. But it seems like a jank emulator. Engine. Ugh.
It's an engine from like 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, like
remember.
that old. The fucking 2003 engine from Crash Nitro Kart.
Exactly.
I remember they used the same engine to make Spider-Man 3 for PSP and PS2 because
Yeah.
Vicarious Vision was entitled to that project.
But I'm not gonna lie, Nitro Fuel was actually better executed than N.Sane Trilogy though.
Yeah, I mean I can see that.
I
in terms of, like-
want to agree.
depends,
Visually,
it de-
yes.
I mean, it depends what you're looking at though.
Yeah.
If someone mod
But
my
pretty
project,
much like in terms of content and as a remaster, it was actually executed better, especially with all the bonus content that they brought to the table. Because it's not
Yeah.
just a remaster.
It brings more to the table, but the reason why I don't feel that way is, imagine if I took Crash 1, 2, or 3, right? I throw them in a blender and I don't organize them into 3 games. That is CTR Nitro Fuel. Every game is not organized into a subcategory. It's all treated as one game, but the game is 2 games. 3 if
Well,
you
it's
count
not even
CTR
effectively-
TV.
Well, it's not even like 2 games or like 3 games. Like that shit is just bonus content. So like,
So
if it
Nitro
was
Kart
treated
is
as another
bonus
game,
content?
Nitro Kart would have been like.
With all the
Well,
time
for-
trials
for
and
Nitro Fuel,
everything?
yeah. For Nitro Fuel, technically it is because like it's not the base part of the game. Like if
Yeah.
if Nitro Kart was like not bonus content, like of course the adventure mode would also exist, but it isn't. Like they're only including
But it only doesn't
including
exist
part of the
because they're
game,
lazy.
only including tracks.
It only
They only
doesn't
included
exist
amended
because they're
versions
lazy.
of the tracks. That's all they included from Nitro Kart. Apart from that,
Tracks,
it's
characters, time
still
trials,
primarily
all the
Crash
extra
Team
challenges.
Racing remastered.
That's
Just
why
adventure shit.
even Square Jack was like, this is weird because it includes absolutely everything that you expect from Nitro Kart, but it doesn't have the campaign to wrap it up. It's weird. It's just treated as added on content.
It doesn't have the mechanics from Nitro Kart either. It doesn't have the team up mechanic.
No,
or
it
any of
doesn't have
shit.
that either.
Nor does it have
to
like
be
the anti-grav section. So like, it's pretty much like at least like a third or a quarter of Nitro Kart thrown into the mix, just as another piece of nostalgic throwback to like the 6th generation era of Crash Bandicoot.
And that still isn't right. If you're gonna do something like that,
That's not even enough to like
just do like
consider a full remaster. I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
There's a
bro, but I
reason
don't
for it.
give a fuck because like because with it not having all of its content, that can't be considered a full game if
Yeah.
not all of its content was brought back. Whereas like CTR, of course, that's a full game because like all the core parts still exist. Like
I died.
the adventure mode, like the tracks, and all the mechanics that were originally part of the game anyway. Whereas like the Nitro Kart tracks, they were amended to fit the style of CTR, which ended up as a result of them being like stripped versions of the track, and also simplified versions of the track because they don't include like the bonus parts
There's
of the
reason
game
for
that
that.
Nitro
Yeah.
utilize as like an
There's
innovation for
actually
the
a
Antron.
reason for that as well. Josh is gonna
There's a
explain.
reason for
Yeah, there was a reason for that
There's a reason
too.
for that because
So yeah, get into it.
one for the campaign. The campaign was more or less the same shit as CTR, so they just scrapped it. They just decided to keep what people wanted, which was CTR. So the story they just changed altogether. And the team up mechanic, well, I'm sorry if anyone likes it, but the team mechanic was just poorly executed in the original game, because your teammate is just an enemy who's in previous your attacks. Even if you lose to him, it does not count as a victory.
Yeah.
To me that's more of an unfair slash.
And the game just tells you, do not attack your friends. It's like, what the fuck? Well,
Yeah,
if he
do not
wins, I
attack your
lose.
teammates. Yeah, that's like an ass backwards cock block. It's stupid. It's funny they could have fixed that in the remaster though. They still could have brought it back and made it better. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, but they
The
only thought to
potential
tack.
fight.
Give me a second.
They did that for extra nostalgic
Huh?
pandering. That's all. The reason why they did it, for bonus nostalgic pandering.
Oh, sorry, my controller tapped out for a second. My character was
His
just
control
running.
tapped out, bro. But yeah, they only did that shit for like bonus nostalgic pandering, bro.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of the CTR remake in a nutshell?
To be honest, it is.
But the whole point of any remaster is the whole point, of fucking is nostalgic pandering.
Yeah, but CTR could have just been its own experience. It didn't need Nitro Kart, especially with the CTR TV stuff. That's an
More to my
example
original
of it going
point.
too far. I mean, I'm not gonna say
They-
it's bad that they did what they did, but it was going too far.
I'm glad that they put
Look, they went
though.
too far when they were
Why?
making the Grand Prix series. I mean, like, 3 Grand Prix
Yeah.
series was basically enough, but like, then they had to go and extend it to 9. Come on, people have lives here.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Like, that was going
Problem.
way too far, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
treat-
And
I
the
did
worst
some
part
hard
is the
challenges,
lifespan
too.
of that game was ridiculously short. I mean, not even less than a year later, Crash 4 gets announced and just completely kills the game.
It did not get killed. It's still getting updates and it's still being played by people. It's just not getting new content.
See, the problem with the PS4 is
It's
that's not
really
work
difficult
anymore.
to find any races in that game because they fucked it
Yeah.
up with an update. And
Yeah.
and they didn't even patch it with another update because they decided to move on from the game and focus on Crash 4.
And the cosmetic shop is also has not received any new shit in a while.
I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna last forever.
I mean, I expected it to not last forever, but if you were going to do a game as big as that, at least give it 2 years, man.
To me,
Yeah, the very
it's
least.
CTR is
There's
You
nothing
just be
wrong
like,
with
here's a new
making-
video game. You didn't want that game to live for very long.
Here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with making two games of the same franchise coexist along one side another.
Yeah. Ugh,
No,
Oh, it's broken. Yeah, it's still
fuck, I'm
broken.
slipping up.
that's not the
Damn.
issue though.
I was all the way up there, but
That's
I got
the issue. I'm just
Butterfingers.
pointing out as a side.
And this is so much
I
harder
fuck
than the original. In the original, you just make it up there. But because this game wants to copy
Yeah,
Sonic and have momentum, now it's harder to make certain jumps.
The fucking platform is
God
literally
damn.
pushing you back because of the pill-shaped
Fuck
hitbox.
This.
The fuck?
Oh my god.
But yeah,
I'm
Victor,
moving
like,
on to my pinball game. Fuck
you,
this game.
you pretty much expanded on my original point with how Nitro Kart was literally just bonus content
Yeah.
on top of
The
a
thing is,
standalone
I didn't
GTR
disagree
remaster.
by any means, but I think it's shitty to have one half of the game be there and not put the full experience in. That still
Exactly,
means
my original point.
Nitro Field to me
Not
is
lying is
inferior to
working.
N.Sane Trilogy.
It's
My
working.
original point, like the
Did you
if
play
you
with
cut
your
off
friend?
the full
Not online.
experience, it's
Yeah.
technically not a proper remaster.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I am so done with this damn garbage. I played it for quite a while and it's ass. Okay, it's ass.
It's already
I
getting
can't
a
come
headache.
out
He's
with
getting
any
a headache.
words. I'm getting a headache now. I need to play something else
Yeah,
before this
Market
game puts me in a bad
Central,
mood.
bro.
Like, damn, that was terrible. All the way down. I'm like, I started getting fucking butterfingers just because of how shit the controls feel. Like, you need momentum to jump up there. Like, come on. Okay, and let me change the hertz of my monitor back. Alright. There we go.
I'm
Next
glad
up.
that Nitro Kart still got preserved in CTR. I just wish
Oh,
they kept their levels somewhat more faithful to the original source material. They changed the asset
Wait,
menu
we're not
level.
number 2 and number 3.
They
Yeah,
changed
that's
the asset
basically
menu
what I'm
level and
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's
the,
basically what I'm saying. Like, they're not full-scale replicas of the original tracks themselves. They're just downgraded versions of them,
Yeah.
just rebuilt but downgraded.
It's just a shame that the multiplayer is not preserved. You expect CTR, like regarded as one of the best car racing in gaming history.
Was in the
to have, like,
beginning,
a
Josh.
Huh?
But after they keep a lot of updating, and never fixed it. They should
Yeah.
just fix it, but they never fixed it, so it was a lot of issues. That's
And
why.
anybody who
There's
paid
so
for
many
that
mis-
shit.
There are so many missed opportunities to fix all those bugs that they
Yeah.
have with an update
Oh, wait,
after
no, I didn't
update.
want to do that.
They have a way of
They're just-
fixing it, though.
They're just
They have a-
giving players like false
People
hope.
just being lazy.
Yeah, they fix little by little, but
Not
they
enough.
could do it all in one massive update.
They have a way of fixing it, though. You just need to release a PC port, and people will make their own dedicated clients for running.
That's the definitive one. That's the definitive method. To this day, we still don't have a PC port for CTR and F.
Which is weird. You'd figure
It
that-
was actually planned according to Canadian Guy Age for some reason. Didn't
Yeah, it was
happen.
actually
It
planned.
was axed.
But it didn't pan out. Yeah, it didn't pan out in the end, which sucks.
Beware of the reptiles around here, Hercules.
Oh fuck! I got a got a ball already.
Do
Damn.
against the
That was
dangerous
quick.
Hydra.
Let's go. No! Get in there.
I eat Hydra heads for breakfast, witch!
Gotta love Pinball. Hercules Pinball.
There. And how
This is
about
just one out of many
this
types of pinball games they've got.
I hear wings.
This game's got a whole lot of Marvel shit. It even has a Family Guy pinball game in this damn game.
Did I forget to mention that Ares sent some birds? for
Yeah, it's
you?
actually jokes.
No! Get over there.
You know, Hercules, I always wanted a nice statue of you. Or more preferably, I want you as a statue.
Okay, I feel like she's flirting with him or something. The shit that she's saying.
You think my Hydra will be equipped?
I'm watching your live stream as I watch raging compilations. There was like some guy playing Smash Brothers. He lost. He got up all frustrated, shook the hand of his adversary, you know, a bit aggressively, and then he just tossed water to the audience.
Sorry for you.
Oh,
Like, he was
funny
just
enough. Funny enough, Yash, we used to do a thing on this channel where me and Justin used to watch rage compilations of people. As well
Bro, I
during the
remember
live stream.
fucking rage compilations.
Yeah.
To me, it's
It's so
fucking
good.
And his three-headed dog.
to me, it's funny when that happens.
What on earth?
To other people, not me,
When
but to
people
other
break
people.
shit.
Ordinary pigeons, I can see
Yeah,
that.
pink smash shit.
While you're
As long as they don't hurt anyone, I will always find it entertaining to see them just flip out and just break their shit. To me, it's just kind of funny. As long as they don't hurt anyone.
Yeah, it's like the
Irrational.
funniest shit to watch, bro.
Come on, shoot the snake. There we go.
Death, bitch.
Got him again. Yeah.
So apparently Sly 5 is gonna be the next platformer getting the remake, or not remake, but getting the new game treatment, so to speak.
I am the son
I just hope they don't remake their old games. Sly 2, Sly 1, Sly 2, and Sly 3 are still, you know, great games, even though, despite of how they look like with the PS2 graphics. I hope they never remake those games.
Please, they're alright.
Oh my
No
god.
more.
It's to me, a remake should be only used on games that still play terribly, but they have like a cool concept that might work in today's day and age. The gaming
They should be
industry.
used on
Finest sculptor in all
remasters. Should be
Paris.
made of games, remasters, even remakes for that matter. They should be made on games that actually need them, not on games that are overhyped as fuck. Not on games that, you know, like overperformed the net, were just overhyped as fuck, like at their time.
Really?
It's not just
Pinball-
sales.
know that.
It's not just sales. It's not just the sales. A game can sell well and still play crap.
around such exotic creatures.
That is true. Look at FIFA, the FIFA games. Mechanically,
Bro,
there's
like,
nothing.
one game, you played them all.
To me, the thing with FIFA is that, well, maybe I'm a bit biased
yeah,
because I hate football.
Gradually.
It's not even that. They don't upgrade anything, in my opinion. As a guy who hates soccer, I'm gonna sound a bit biased when I say this, but to me, FIFA stopped being FIFA after FIFA 14. Because to me, I just don't see much change with. Actually, no, FIFA 16. I don't see much change from those games.
Yo, EJ, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? Sorry for cutting you off. I just have to welcome
Yeah,
one
these
person.
are all the ones.
In my opinion, like, they should have done what Konami did, but in a successful manner. Just make a free-to-play soccer game, but make that game updated with content for years to come. Like, people already waste money on the FIFA pack shit, or whatever the hell you call it. Might as well just, you know,
Yeah, just
Make a
make
game.
it part of it, not like
make a
pointless
game.
DLC that's just gonna, you know, become unusable over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even that, make the game free to play, and if people want to gamble on that, by all means do it, or at least make the game
Well,
more.
FIFA is actually much better as a free-to-play game, not gonna lie. It's a lot better off as a free-to-play game.
I don't like soccer, so to me, all the games suck. Not because they're terrible games. I just don't like soccer in general.
Yeah.
I don't like it either.
It's kind of bad because I grew up in a house of people who actually believe and breathe football. But
Oh, please. Go.
Actually, bro, sick and tired of it.
I'm
yeah,
sick of it.
I don't know if you.
I get that.
I don't know if you know the Portuguese teams, Pedro, but
Yeah, I know the
what
Portuguese teams.
you know Benfica then. You know Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica. Yeah, my
Yeah.
family actually support Benfica. So do I, as a matter of fact.
Same. Well, kind of like I grew up in a We grew up in
Yeah,
a
as you
house,
say.
in a
Yeah,
house of
let's go.
English. And as a result, those people never shut up about the soccer every time they got on the big screen. I was a bit traumatized because it's not like I even wanted to watch cartoons or
PTSD.
anything. It's just that the fact they were just so loud with the fucking thing. We had like these big ass speakers, but all those years ago,
I
and
hate
they put
that.
on the they hooked up the speakers to the TV, and they play that thing loud. And I was in the other room, and I still hear them scream. Yeah,
I hate that when they do that.
I hate
I
soccer
remember
because of
those
my family.
speakers. Man, like,
It pisses
they were
me
so
off when
loud
they
in
do
the
that with the
stores.
freaking soccer, man.
To me, I'm more of a hockey person.
Yeah.
Hockey is
Hockey
cool.
person too.
I'm somewhat of a hockey person. On top of that, I like football as well. But sports are cool in my opinion. I just don't really fixate on them as much. Even though in a way it is sort of fun to see how, you know, certain players' careers pan out.
But yeah, Mitroglou had a very successful career, but then he retired. Like, not retired. I think he got.
I'm surprised I
Draft.
haven't balled out yet.
I'm not so sure
Yeah.
though. Mitroglou was one of them.
Yeah, Mitroglou.
Mitroglou.
So who here likes pinball?
Imagine him as a fucking anime character.
I like pinball, but I only play the Windows XP one.
Pinball's-
The one that's based
I
on-
mean,
Pinball's really fun.
And I
Well,
make it right
funny thing about that game, I just installed that one a few days ago too. The one that was on Windows XP.
I love
yeah,
that game. That game is an epic throwback. I love 3D Pinball Space Cadet. Especially
Yeah.
the fucking music in the background as well.
I
Oh shit! I didn't
Did you,
see the
like,
ball over there.
Full
Go.
on nostalgia.
Oh shit!
There's a stupid reason why they removed it. Me and Victor actually talked about it. It's because
Yeah, I saw a video about that as well. Like, there was a really stupid reason why they removed it.
it's because of the 32-bit programming stuff. Since Windows 7 onwards, it's 64-bit
It's
architecture.
stupid because they still could have ported it, and Windows XP
Yeah, they
had a
still did.
64-bit version as well.
Yeah, I did.
It wasn't just Windows 7 that had 64-bit, like Windows XP also later on in its life cycle, they developed a 64-bit build for that operating system as well. And that didn't change anything.
Yeah, it's stupid, and it's not even, a huge problem, because I played the 32 version on this PC, and it worked. I don't know why the hell people did not port that. Meanwhile, we have things like Solitary and, Checkers and whatever the fuck. Which, fair play, those games are fun for people who like that sort of stuff, but
Yeah, they are fun, but like it's asked backwards how they kept those games like Checkers, Solitaire, Minesweeper, but not 3D Pinball Space Cadet. That game out of all of those games, why did they have to scrap that?
one thing that I also did on my PC is that I'm not sure if you remember
Why
this
does this
patch,
look like Borderlands right now?
Cindy.
does.
Yeah, it's got real Borderlands vibes right there.
It's because of the shell-shaded graphics aesthetic. But
Same with Skylanders as well.
but basically, Pedro, do you remember the screens? You
Yeah,
know
you
what
see
screensavers are, right?
Yeah, I know what screensavers are.
Yeah, there is this one screensaver from Windows 95 or 98, which is the mazed one. Not sure if you ever saw that
Oh
one
yeah, I
either.
remember that one.
Yeah, I used to have.
I still have both my discs. I still have both the Windows 95 and Windows 98 discs in my possession, as it
I
happens.
I installed that screensaver on my PC, like the maze one. I got it working even. However,
shit.
it's however, it is kind
pretty
of
dope.
broken because that thing does not support my native resolution. So every time it activated that screensaver, it lowered my PC's resolution, and it stuttered.
Alright, that's what's programmed to do. Like, it just alters your PC's resolution as it launches it, because
I'll never get tired of
I think like that's the only resolution that they had it coded to run at.
Which is a shame, because I actually I actually saw that a lot in the PC libraries when I was still in elementary.
I don't think at the time that they took that into account, but I think at some point they should have known that, you know, computers were gonna, like, resolutions were gonna expand at some point. Of course, there's a long line of evolution, especially when it comes to technology and computers.
How did I manage to shoot it down? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, that one just went up and it immediately balled out. What the fuck, man?
You're right, that's like a fucking common problem with pinball games. Man, I haven't played a pinball
Yeah,
game
it
so
feels
long.
like such bullshit
Yeah,
when
it's
the
a
ball
common
just comes out and immediately goes in the hole.
Yeah, you didn't even get a chance to hit it because it goes directly into the middle. It doesn't even touch any of the flippers.
Slippery in those slippers, man.
Well, just be happy it's not a Valley Midway one where the pins are like super separated from each other.
The worst pinball game I ever played was
Oh
the
wait,
Duke
beat
Nukem.
the Saloon Thugs. Okay.
Like the Duke Nukem for everyone.
What the hell? What is going on? Is she fighting him?
But it was
Also-
pretty shoddy with pinball. It was
Also,
pretty shoddy
he
with a
says-
pinball game.
I hope she's skilled in martial arts.
D says I gotta go. I need to watch Black and Love. Take care.
Alright,
D.
man. Take care.
Let's
Also,
go.
guys, if you haven't seen my brand new parody dub, please be sure to check it out. The link is in the description of this live stream, and it's based on Resident Evil 2, so definitely be sure to check that out. And be sure to like and comment on it if you can. I would highly appreciate that. Once again, the link is in the description for the new parody dub.
Once that video reaches 1,000 views, Victor will create an OnlyFans.
No,
Make sure.
no, I won't.
Yes, he will. He's desperate. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
he's speaking into existence. Like this.
Oh, God,
Victor's
you're
pretty much, he's
nuts.
manifesting it at this point. He's manifesting that business at this point.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
shove him in his
See,
ass.
they deliberately set it up like that so that the thug can beat her ass. There's no
it's-
way in hell, dude.
It's voice unleashed.
This
That's the
girl's
name
over
of
here fighting this
upcoming.
fucking dude in hand-to-hand combat. She better know some martial arts or something.
Yeah. Fucking dildo ass foreplay.
She's pretty though. The fucking drawing of her arm.
Her.
Not surprised, bro.
That's clever.
You ain't heard the last out of me.
You ain't
Richard.
heard the last. You barely fought him and you
Liar.
ran away. Look at this dude.
Yeah,
His
bitch,
face is like,
please.
bitch, please. He didn't even care.
Player results. Single player.
This is fun. And look at all the pinball games
Yeah, it's
they've got,
like-
dude. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Play is
17,
so bad right
17
now.
games
Oh,
from
okay.
Zen, right? Look at all the games they got from Williams. That's basically Midway or NetherRealm for those who are still following them. Look at all the pinball games they got from Midway. That is ridiculous. And these are based off of real pinball games that people used to play back in the 80s and 90s.
Crazy, bro.
Then you have
But yeah,
you have
I
three,
thought that. And I'm like, she barely put up a fight, and then he was like, "Bitch, please."
and
she
then there's
fucked off.
there's three Jurassic Park ones. And then there's this confused me because isn't Jurassic Park owned by Universal? So why do they have their own 3 pinball games and then Universal has its own separate label from Jurassic Park? Jurassic Park is owned by them. That confused me.
Bro, like the logic.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
for
these people
Universal
even know,
Pinball, they've
like,
got
who
Back
made
to the
these
Future,
franchises.
Back to the Future, Jaws, and E.T. And then
What's the next
look
game?
at all the pinball games for Marvel, dude. Look at this.
What is the name of
There's
this
probably
game?
more.
Victor?
It's like
Oh, cool.
Pinball EX3 or something like that.
Oh, it's on Steam, right?
Yeah, it's on
Pinball.
Steam. It's a really good game. It has a lot of pinball boards. Look at all these Star Wars ones they've got.
Yeah,
Then
It's
they got 3
it
Bethesda
was pretty
ones.
good.
3 Bethesda ones, and then they have 3 Alien ones, and then they have Family Guy, Bob's Burger, Archer, and American Dad for the Fox network one. Then they have only one for Valve, which is Portal, and then they have one for The Walking Dead.
No, I'm not gonna buy it because I already got it.
Fucking
So
hell, they
many
could have at least.
pinballs.
I'll show you that new stuff.
Fucking hell, they could have at least included one for like Half-Life or some shit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that's all they had. I'm sitting there like, what?
Single player and hot
That's all you've got? You do not have the wizard power upgrades selected for
Legit
this
makes your
table.
mind
Are you
translate
sure
to
you wanna-
what the
okay.
fuck is your approach on this shit.
Is that good?
single player and
Single player and hot seat.
Ready, sire.
I love how the donkey kicks the ball. That's so cute. Oh shit!
The fuck did you say?
ball was
Titty
saved.
balls, titty balls. Didn't know someone had a secret hidden fetish.
The veins in my throat are beating.
On your signal, sire.
Mm.
For the king.
Mamma mia! Fuck, oh wow, that's an awesome level.
Shooting.
I swear I heard Sandra say like titty balls, like a few minutes ago.
Come on. Get it in there. It must be one way sometimes. Sometimes the balls don't want to freaking go in there.
Come on, get it in
Oh,
there.
wait, I didn't even know
Yeah.
what that was! Give me some time to
That's not word
set
play.
my values here. Oh, fuck!
That's not wordplay at all, is it? Come on, get it in there.
We got any new comments? A ball out. Ah, fuck.
On your signal, sire. For the king.
No? Yes?
Yeah, we got a number of them.
I'm getting hot in here.
Like these, like Jack and Daxter in the modern Naughty Dog dungeon. He says, Brice says Windows XP was superior. It
Windows
became,
XP was a...
it became pretty much at home.
Storm, hurry up.
I enjoyed Windows XP. It's like playing a game of hot potato here. Shit.
Pretty much.
Hurry up.
Because now the ball is like mysteriously on fire or something. It's like got some aura around it. Well, now on fire, like it's electrocuted or something.
Don't do that. Hurry up. On fire. Storm, hurry up. Ended.
Ass.
EJ Johnson X, or EJ Johnston X also says the Western movie, The Cowboys and Gunslingers. Woo! I think Yash
fuck.
read this comment.
Ball
right,
out.
but D said,
Oh.
I gotta go. I need to watch Blackula, or Blackula, how the fuck you pronounce that?
Game over.
you have
Game
Oh.
six.
single player results.
Game 2? The fuck?
I collect
Where the
You
fuck
know
are you
how-
pulling this shit from? Pulling the shit out your ass. Yeah, Red
Okay,
Shark
that's
emoji
gonna
says,
be
"My
pretty
Wi-Fi
hard
is
to see. The color scheme
Okay,
on this pic-
okay, Vicky Junior.
This
Wait,
one's
Red
kind
Shark.
of visually repulsive. There's so many greens, yellows, and just greens and
Yeah,
yellows.
that's repulsive as fuck.
I
in terms of
don't know if I'm gonna
Anyways,
be able to make out what anything is.
Anyways, Red Shark emoji says my Wi-Fi is so bad right now. Yeah, it says my Wi-Fi is so bad right now.
All right.
Technically, basically a shitty Wi-Fi right now. Geek just jumped in. Hey, welcome to the live stream, Geek. He or she, I don't know what the fuck you are, but thank you for jumping
Geek
in.
is a dude.
What it says? Oh, Geek's a dude. Okay, nice to know that.
He's been here many times.
Nice to know that's established. All right. Anyways, yeah, he says all I need in this life is sin. Bro, is that a Tupac reference? Because if so, then I totally get that.
Oh, come on, come on. Oh, damn. That was so
Thirsty
close.
much, haha. Lol. He says, alright bro, He says, alright bro, I'm headed out, getting ready for some ACNH. Oh,
Alright,
peace,
man.
peace, chat.
Peace.
He says, Geek been here last hour and change, haha. He just says, please Lord forgive me for my life and sin.
Please forgive me for playing pinball. I know I could be playing something way more interesting right now.
Yeah, I was referencing Tupac just then as well, but what the fuck ever.
I just love pinball. I'm sorry, everyone.
He can't help it, so yeah.
I hope nobody minds.
Nah.
Yeah, Pin Ace.
Huh?
Wanna play some RE3? I wanna see if you have any
What,
new
Resident
mods
Evil 3?
installed.
But we were playing the last time
Probably in a
RE3.
little bit. I thought I was gonna let you play Revelations after I get done with this.
No,
So what we
yeah.
playing the last time I was here? Or was it another RE game? I don't remember.
It was probably Resident Evil 3.
Nah, I
Yeah,
was-
probably was.
I
joking
streamed the
about
balls out of that game.
I was just joking about that, Pedro, because the last time
That's
Victor played Resident Evil 3 for the live stream, he forgot to turn off the nude mods for Jill. So the first thing Victor says when she
Oh my God!
opens the bathroom door and she sees himself on the mirror. Oh my! She stops the game like.
Okay. I feel like this one is kind of racist.
But you know what'd be funny, like, you know what'd be fucking hilarious? You know what'd be priceless, right? If you create like an OnlyFans account, but you play games with fucking naked mods. And then make a shit ton of money off of that. Man,
That would
like,
be a funny
you
reason.
could actually go for that shit. Like, that would be like the funniest way to make money possible, bro.
to look at nude drawings of Jill and also
Yeah, like,
Let's Plays of Jill butt naked.
yeah, like, do Let's Plays on OnlyFans, that'd be perfect.
With the cutscenes edited to sound like they're saying perverted shit.
Yeah, just do like live streams on OnlyFans of like video games with nude mods. You make so much more money than fucking Twitch affiliate or like Twitch partner like income payouts. I'm not even joking,
Oh yeah,
bro. Like,
this is the board with the Crash Bandicoot laugh. Yeah,
Actually, yeah,
I'm not
it
even
is.
lying. Yeah, it has the
Wow.
Crash Bandicoot laugh from Crash Bash. Stan pointed it out. That one.
yeah, it has a,
You'll hear it.
yeah, I clocked that.
I also have a thing regarding Twitch affiliation. I'm really this close to getting getting affiliation. I just need 3 people watching me. That's all I need.
Well, that's
Once
pretty
that's
dope.
done-
I mean, to be honest, it doesn't take a lot to build
Hold on
up
a
those
second.
stats. Just you know, interact with more people. Just like a few more people at the very least. Like jump into their live streams, see how they do, and if they want to check you out, they can. Of course, it's got to be their choice, but you get the picture.
I understand what you mean. But yeah, to me, I just
Other
want
It doesn't
servers
take a lot
like
to get
that,
affiliate, to be
making
completely
help with that
honest.
Yeah,
Since you're not far away, you know, you're practically on your way.
Sorry guys, I'm back.
yeah, it's just playing your games and people have to watch you. It's fun.
You see?
It's fun. It's easy. Just
no!
don't make the live stream terrible.
Yeah, it's
and
not
then-
hard.
I could barely use the flippers over there. It's so
Well,
hard.
What about flippers?
Pedro, are you gonna get the GTA?
Well, it is a
trilogy or
pinball
not
game.
really?
Yeah, like, I actually want to get it. Looks
Yeah, very
like
clinky.
the GTA Trilogy, the definitive edition. I like how cool all the remasters look.
Me too.
Everything looks like so badass, like fucking Claude Speed, Tommy Vercetti, and CJ.
I like the memes about Tommy Vercetti because he looked so fat that people make fun of him for it because of the model. I really enjoy those memes.
Yeah, it's fucking priceless.
It's really because
No,
the
people-
character model was so angled in the
Look,
original
look
one.
who's here.
Yeah,
People just
not only
kind of
that, but the
expected them
UV
to have the same
mapping.
angles during then.
Yeah, it's not just that, but like the UV mapping was like so off base in the original as well.
Blade.
Like in the originals, especially on their faces. Like, it was so apparent. Hey Blade, welcome to the live stream. Sup Joey? Has Gamer64 up in the building. He's like LMFAO.
Me
fuck.
personally, I'm just interested in GTA 3 and Vice City. Nothing against San Andreas, but it's the game that of the
Game
trilogy
over.
that I least resonated to. If that makes any sense. I like-
Yeah, Blade, that's Sandra.
Duh.
Duh. Da, 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 da.
I don't think he's heard your voice in a long time, to be fair. But yeah.
Yeah, same here as well.
Ah, shit.
Well,
Well, at least
He
the ball
says-
was saved.
Yes, suppers. Suppers.
I am waiting for the games to be sold separately because according to the leak that I posted on Daniel's server, San Andreas is 22 gigabytes, whereas Vice City and 3 are below the
Yeah, I
the
saw the file
12
sizes
gigabytes
as
mark.
well.
I'm really
They're pretty
interested.
massive. I don't know whether they're gonna do it separately or like, you know, put all 3 games together as part of one product. Like bundle them together as part of one product like they did with Crash Bandicoot N.Sane Trilogy and Spyro
Yeah.
Ignite Trilogy.
They most likely will do it. However,
Yeah, they
kind
most
of
likely will do it like that.
I hope that they release the games separately or like a choice. Like each game costs like $15 or something. Even though it's kind of pricey for games like these, even though they're remakes.
Well, at least the games won't be treated as fucking DLC like they did with fucking Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with
Oh,
Yeah, I
Modern
agree.
Warfare.
the version of
I
Call
agree
of
with
Duty
that.
Modern Warfare Remastered. I mean, what the fuck is that all about? You can't even choose to play the game separately because you have to buy Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition anyway. And you need the disc to run the DLC.
And they never separated
Even
it?
though it installs on even though it installs on the console as a separate game. You still have to put the fucking disc in. What fucking sense does that
No,
make?
that's retarded.
No, I think they
That's-
did eventually.
That's full on retardation right there.
I think they did.
Nah, I don't
eventually,
think they
I'm
ever
not sure.
did, but
Ah,
I don't think they ever did
winning.
that. Plus,
Give me a
it's
second.
been ages.
Okay.
They did for PC at least. I'm seeing it now on. You can buy remastered solo on Steam.
Right, they did it for PC, yeah. Actually,
Yes.
I don't know if you're talking about the remaster or the reimagining, because remember now, that game was reintroduced twice now.
Which one? Sorry.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that
The
was
original
yeah.
got remastered as part of the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition, and then afterwards it got a reimagining.
oh my
But
god.
not straight after, a few years later it got a reimagining.
To be fair,
Under the
I'm
name Call
glad.
of Duty Modern Warfare.
To be fair, I'm glad that they did, because Call of Duty itself, like the stories were getting stale and dull. So Modern Warfare felt like a breath of fresh air. In some
I'm glad
capacity.
they got reimagined.
Yeah, I know. That was really good.
If only they could.
It
make
was
a
better
remake
than
or-
all the. It was better than all the fucking futuristic shit that they were trying. Like, pretty much, Call of Duty was slowly turning into a Halo clone at that point, and then as soon as Infinite Warfare came into the picture, that game was 100% a Halo clone. Because it's literally an FPS that you're playing in space, set in the future, killing aliens left, right, and center.
I can.
That has that shit has Halo written all over it, bro.
I wish they.
And that's
remade
something
World
that's
War.
faithful to Halo, because Halo actually.
I'm sorry guys, live stream
execute
canceled.
Halo.
I will see you guys next time.
They
Talk
execute
to you guys
Oh,
next
okay.
Talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks. Peace.
Bye.
Let everyone peace out.
Let me freaking end this live stream right now. Something's come up.
Are you off the live stream?
Man, come on, go back to the live stream. It's like glitching out now. It's. Why won't it go to the window?